Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of Sergeant Neutral Play Survival Chaos. Let's just hop in here. We're playing against the Naga. Haven't seen them in a while. Against the Blood Elves and the Goblins. So, let's see what bonuses we're going to be getting. Rolling the dice here. And that is 6. So that is the Nether Drake. So, let's just do 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, 6. So that means we've got a hard tier 3, so tier 3 is going to be very important to us, but once again with the demons, we start off in a pretty comfortable position. And it looks like Alchemist, Gangster... So far, no immediate tier 1 bonuses. We have one mine there, and one there. No, I mean, nothing here. So it's going to be very interesting to see how we do this. We also, as a general rule, early game will be able to push through their front lines pretty quickly. So I'm unsure as to what exactly we want to pick here in terms of going tier 2 first in. Because I don't necessarily think we need like Death Coil right away, just because our pushing potential is already so high. And it doesn't seem like anyone's going for any early upgrades either. I expect the Naga to go melee pretty soon, just because it's literally like... It's literally like 100 gold, I think. So really nothing in particular. And we're already dominating middle, so I'm not too sure if I want to go middle. So that probably means we're going to try and snag our gold mine here as fast as possible. Probably go tier 2 here, tier 2 here, and then we can let this relax. We're up against the Goblins, so not the most terrifying early game enemy. And it also doesn't look like the Blood Elves... Okay, so he's picked the Hydra Hatchlings, so we're gonna be going into them pretty quickly, and pretty hard, frankly. We're already attacking the base of the Gobos. We're going to be picking that up, which is really going to help our gold income. Not to mention the extra 75 per pick. Per neutral capture, I mean. And yeah, I mean, it's not going to be an amazing push at all, but it's going to be a push nonetheless. And it looks like they have fire on their swords, so it's probably something with that. I'm not too familiar with Blood Elf bonuses, so you know, they don't have Arcane Aura. Let me quickly check. Oh, they might have the Arcane Aura, but at this point, we're not going to be able to know for a little bit. Unfortunately, very bad spawn for him, because this is going to allow me to have my second wave basically up and running by the time he shows up. So now we're going to be picking up tier 2 to try and push through the middle and really try and challenge the Naga here. Yeah, and the Naga Siren have already gone for 1 level of melee bonuses. That's fine. And this is going to be... He's going to have to tier 1 us here pretty quickly. Is he just going to let us pick this? I guess he is. So we're going to be doing that. Once again, that wasn't my intent, but here we are. We're sitting with 1,000 gold. I think now it's time to get a little bit of unit upgrades, kind of build on our economic advantage here. Okay.
Research complete.
Well, that's a bit of a bummer. But here we are. Well, it looks like the other two players know what they're doing, so... So blue's being a little bit mean, so I'm gonna pop up there. Good, so I've got a lot of aggro coming out. And yeah, so Hydra Hatchling are gonna be problems. So we gotta grab this corrupted armor now that I have tier 2 on everything. And I'm gonna leave I'm going to leave green alone here. I'm not gonna push necessarily until there's like, you know, until his fortress drops or anything like that. I want him to have a bit of a longer, you know, a bit of a longer game, so maybe he can get like a bit of the hang of it, or whatever he basically needs at this point. So, for 12, 580, 632, I think getting another Corrupted Stones will probably be a good start. And he's gone tier 2 into me, but luckily we've been able to catch the Goblin Laboratory and everything in the beginning. Gold mid, so yeah, so Hydra's been handily beating us there. But yeah, then it might be a good time to probably go Fel Magic, another level of Corrupted Armor, then tier 2, or I could just go tier 2 and throw Rage Pirate in there, which is I think what I might do, just because I do want to really put as much pressure on the Naga that I possibly can. So I think that's what I'll do. I'll just ease up for a little bit. I mean, we're moments away. There it is. So we'll pick that up. We're getting a lot of gold per minute for the oh, and he's already gone Arcane Sanctum level 2. So, oh, but he doesn't. For 1k gold. And then they're going to push us out here a little bit, but it's not the end of the world. We finally got a Chaos Citadel level 2. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Well, now that he's left, so... Honestly, I think Reconstruction Aura is just really, really good. Base Fel Magic, very important. Vile Blood will also be... important, just because we're going to be fighting against pretty much all organic units pretty much up until the end. So if we pick that up, that's going to provide us a lot of good, just kind of, you know, AoE damage, which will be very nice against the Hydra Hatchlings. Yeah, and then this is pretty much... This is over at this point, but here we are. So Libra Green has captured neutral building. It means he's finally gone tier 2 up top. Advanced Corrupted Strength, or do I want Corrupted Armor? That's... I'm sitting at 2 and 1, right? Yes, 2 and 1, so let's get a little more armor now that we have the health, and then we can also get some Rain of Fel, which will once again, combined with our Vile Blood, really help out our... Where did I research Vile Blood? There it is. Will really help kind of the AoE damage we can do, because that's really kind of what the Naga are going for right now, especially with the Hydras, the splitting Hydras. So we're sitting at 809. I would really like to get 825. There it is. And then he will be pushing us out here just because of the amount of damage he's able to do. with his front line, his scrap bots and his brawlers here. And then I think I will probably be getting a hero out to the mid. Because this is going to be like a tier 1, maybe a unit or two. That's not it's not a devastating amount of damage here. So Griffins captured neutral buildings, so that means this is going to be going here as well. So they just threw 1,000 here, so that means that I'm currently still in good shape in order to get my hero out here, which would really be ideal, especially once I pick this fortress. $750. I might have to spend just like maybe 100-ish gold to deal with this, so I'll probably be keeping on that. Total gold. Because they're 1050, aren't they? Yeah, they are. Oh, but Rain of Fell just deals so much damage. I'm still going to hold on to it here. 14, 13, 12, 11. Oh, the one time I didn't want you to go over on this lane. Now please go back top. Please go back top. Please go back top. Please go back top. Okay. Irritating, but not the end of the world. Then I will go tier 3 against here just so we can wipe it up and get as much of this salvage as we can. Or, no, I think for posterity's sake, and to make the game go just a little bit longer, is pick up a lot of these upgrades, and then probably advanced cursed stones, really get our economy up and running. So Nagentis has hit the field, which once again, not part of the plan, but here we are. Yeah, because I mean we're just gonna crush that lane now. Let's get that, because we don't have any real pushes coming against us anytime soon. Nagentis will be on his way, so we should probably also get Fell Gate up at some point. Basic gates, at least. Just so we can get a little more defense here. Great, so we picked up that research. They're 2 and 2, so I do want to kind of catch up on that.
By the blood of the Highborn.
By the blood of the Highborn. Well, there's Kel'Thas, so they'll be able to hold this off for a good amount of time, which will allow us to pick up a lot of these good little upgrades here. Probably, you know, having 3/3 units is pretty nice. So I just got a lot of nice little upgrades here. And then he's going to be able to kill me. That's excellent. We're sitting at about 1,000 gold. And I think I will be sending Manaroth up to check this area.
I come from the darkness of
We've got Fear Aura, which is awesome. Should spit out a unit or two there, but there it is. Great. So we've got more demonic armor. Do I want to pick this up? Yeah, well, yeah, because, you know, a little bit of base defense is never a bad thing. It will also... Got a text. Gonna silence that phone right here. And so, yeah, I mean, unfortunately, it doesn't look like Mechtherodon's gonna be being able to do a tremendous amount against a level 7 Nagentis. But we'll be all right. I think at the very least he's going to be getting some experience. He's already level 3. And for me, just getting him up there in terms of levels will be helpful in the long run. I do want to kind of go for tier 3 mid. I always think the aggro in the middle is so weird and so interesting. And Nagentis is pretty much out of mana. And Kael'thas will push up until here, but then my turrets will make very, very, very quick work of him. Lord Thramar's here. So it's a big old hero boogaloo in the middle, so. And they've got some booby traps here. We're sitting at 1,000, just 500 more till we go tier 3. And once again, he is starting to get kind of whittled down here. How's Lord Thramar doing? Lord Thramar's in pretty rough shape, but we're gonna be alright. Advanced gate. 1,500, there it is, great. Boom. That'll really help us kind of assert our dominance in the middle, which will be very nice. So they lost their upper barracks, so Naga are also going into it, so now I should probably start paying a little more attention to this lane, because all of a sudden it's wide open. And Griff has actually outdone me in terms of total gold. So now things are interesting, and now I can really jump back into the game kind of full force here. Town's under siege, but it's going to be just fine. Come on now. Look how quickly that Phoenix is dying. And now we're going to get a bunch of units. We're just fine here. Look at that. And now I think we're all going to be leaning into the Kael'thas, and that's exactly what we're doing. And then I will be going tier 3. Okay, so Lever Green has just been wiped out. So that was a lot of gold I just gave to the Naga. But frankly, that doesn't bother me much at all. Now I feel like we can have a lot of fun with this. Okay. I'm going to save up the repair because we don't need it now. And then once he dies, we're going to be able to go tier 3. Two, 1, 0. Come on, come on, come on. There he goes. Boom, tier 3. Pick that up. Heal. There it is. Looks like Nagentis. Oh, and we... Oh, if we could pick up 2 hero kills from the middle, that would be really, really freaking nice. Yeah, and Lord Thramar will be going down here. And Nagentis is in bad shape. Magtheridon's level 6, so boom, now level 7. Well, that's a tier 2, if I've ever seen one. Absolutely not playing around with that. Let's get the Dreadlord out. I was absolutely not going to try and defend that. There were just too many units there for me to handle with, you know, with confidence at least. So they're 6 and 1. That's fine. And Tichondrius is going to be getting a good amount of experience here. And we're going to be able to charge all our way back up. As well as get a bunch more upgrades under our belt. Come on, Netherdrake. Don't do that. And then I think our next big upgrade will be Vile Blood Tier 2. Fiora is also nice, but I think Vile Blood, you know, will just be able to tick everything down here. And I think really help us when we're kind of in those mosh pit type areas. 825, great. Yeah, and we're pushing all across the field here, which is awesome. Might want to put a little more pressure on the demons here. I mean, on the goblins. Because oh, he tier 2 me as well. That's very, very good to know. because that also means that this little push is going to be pretty much unopposed. Magtheridon has fallen, that's fine. And then we've got a nice little push going up there. Unholy Strength, another level of Unholy Strength would be really, really nice. And he's holding very well against me, but I also haven't really put a ton of pressure on him yet. Let's get that. I hope he has enough to deal with this here. Yeah, well, a level 10 Nagentis will definitely help out. But once again, level 6 Tichondrius, so not a scrub in terms of upgrades. And then I think I'm also going to be doing a little bit of defensive upgrades now. And then I'll probably send Ragepire up in the middle. The Goblins and I are just holding the line, so that's just fine by me. Griff has 2,000 more gold than I do, same amount of research. Oh, interesting. So it's a much closer game than I would have anticipated this being. Supreme Gate. But this is fun. I like it when it's a close game, even though one player got knocked out a little quicker than usual. Because that's fundamentally what I like. I like these kind of tug-of-war type games. Yeah, and unfortunately, Nagentis is still going to be in pretty good shape by the time Tichondrius goes down, but I'm okay with that. I will send Ragepire up into the middle, because this is weak, and I think if I can break that, that'll really open up a good amount of possibilities for us. 4, 3, 2, 1. And we can send Magtheridon into here once we're done. 440. Imbued Curse Stones would be really, really nice to have, just because, you know, as I mentioned in previous videos, it gives us just a flat extra 500 HP plus armor. Whereas if you're hurt, it doesn't necessarily give you kind of that extra 500 HP. It gives you 500 HP, but you have to heal up till that point. So there it is. We're going to be picking that up. And now we're going to be starting to able to crush through here. There's going to be a lot of kind of shenanigans happening in that lane. Now he's finally gone tier 3 into me and finally pushing me out a little bit, so that means we're going to be wanting to go tier 2 or probably just send the Dreadlord into him, because that's a lot of really nice experience and a slow push out. Lady Vash is pretty much out of mana at this point, so that really hurts her ability to do damage. Though frankly, I may just want to go tier 3 into here. Yeah. Just so we can hold it off a little bit, because it looks like this is going to land pretty soon with this, and I want to stagger it a little bit more, so I've got a little more time to, you know, give each lane the full attention it deserves. We're going to be going another basic gateway, so that way my turrets deal a ton of damage. And yeah, this will be nice, because that means we can throw a couple units at it, tier 1, and that should deal with most of the problems. If they could kill me a little bit quicker, that would be awesome, just so they can get into range of my turrets, but I think we'll be right at the edge of it. Yeah. But once again, having 2 people drop Rain of Fel can also, well, as you're seeing now, can really thin out the herd here. gonna throw 2 more guys out. Hit their back line. Hold on for another few seconds here. 3, 2, 1. Now I'm gonna heal that in a big way. Probably pick this up. And it looks like we came out on top of Lady Vosh, which is wonderful. Another improved gateway. I'm gonna probably save up for a little bit of gold just so I can throw that at them. Yeah, this is irritating, but my towers will be able to take care of it. It's not a ton of damage we're taking. It's not negligible, but it's not a ton. Yeah, and they're 6 and 5, so they far outclass my units. So that'll be kind of my next big pick here. What else do I really, really want? And I'll tell you what I want. What I really, really want. Hysteria. Hysteria is what I want. And Ridgefire is getting so much experience. Nagentis is level 15, but in bad shape. So we're going to be able to... Yeah, and... Oh, level 8. Okay, so they're doing a lot of damage here. That's why they're pushing us back. Boom. Just the damage combined with a few Rain of Fells should be more than enough to deal with that little situation. And we're going to get some Unholy Strength because I'd like to do some more damage. Okay, so Snapjaw has hit the field. That's probably what I should be looking at as well, is going tier 3 in terms of unit upgrades and everything. We're holding on to more gold than I would like, so we're going to be picking up that. Then I'll throw out Rage Power on this lane, just so we can properly push them back. We can hold this no problem here, especially with this wave of units. And now we can really start seeing the effect that Vile Blood has. Because it is just starting to pick away. And the third level of it's going to be super unpleasant to deal with. And Snapjaw is charging down mid, so we are going to want to pay attention to that. All geared up, if I remember correctly. I think... I actually don't... Okay, so he's gone tier 4 into me. So I gotta be a little bit careful here. Mechtherodon's level 13, that's a big Mechtherodon. And then I will go tier 4 into them. Because it looks like Snapjaw's being held in the middle for a little bit. So at the very least, we don't have to worry about that immediately. I just need, come on, another 200 gold. There it is.
Upgrade
Great. Alright, so Snapjaw's coming into us, but that's nothing a tier 2 and Tychondrius can't handle. Though we have we don't have enough money, which will be a pretty huge problem here. Yeah, especially since they just cruise through my lane here. We're not far, but we might just be far enough. But actually, a tier 2 pop. So I'll throw out a unit or 2. Tier 2 pop, wipe them out. That should give me enough for Tychondrius. There it is. And now we should be able to hold. there's Gazlo, but Gazlo unfortunately will not be able to hold here. Oh, and the Naga have, like, no mana left. That might be the undoing here. And if the aggro keeps going the way it's going, we're going to be able to pick that barracks. Yeah, because he didn't hit my front line here. So that means we're still getting all that siege damage in. Snapjaw's having a pretty unpleasant time here. Now we'll throw Ragefire out. Probably drop a little tier 2 here. Didn't pay attention to which heroes were, which units were there. Come on. We're so close to getting this barracks. Well, at least we got Lady Vosh down low. So Magtheridon and Tychondrius have both fallen. The good news is Snapjaw's dead. So we've neutralized Snapjaw. We've got a big push coming here, so we're going to want to hold on to Tychondrius on that lane. Great. We just got enough to go tier 3. Actually, I want to go tier 4 here. I'm going to get another improved gateway. And we're still holding the Goblins back. And Ragepire is pushing up middle. He's level 18. Big Ragepire. What do I want here? What do I want? Ooh, actually, probably another level of Hysteria could be really nice to deal with. Oh, Ragepire. Well, he'll be able to thin this push out a little bit, at least. So, fingers crossed. Another advanced gateway. Just because our Juggernaut's starting to deal some serious damage. Is that 2 heroes, or is it just Lady Vosh? Oh, it is 2 heroes. Nagentis as well. Good, so that basically means that our next push here will break these barracks. So, alright, we're doing pretty well. I would also like to see how the Goblins are doing in terms of mana. We're so close, but we're just not quite there yet. But we have a huge push charging up mid. Then I would like to hold on to this, that way I can go tier 4 and hero into this. Yeah, because Ragefire is just going to get popped. I mean, that was just an unfortunate little juggle. So the Goblins actually have a ton of mana left. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a little bit of it used now. But that was a good spawn for him. So actually, since we're going to be doing well, it will take them longer to get here. And Lady Vosh and Nagentis are actually in bad shape here. And this actually might be enough to break this these barracks here. Yeah, I mean, the damage. Well, especially since Athissa is dealing with a push from the Goblins. I'm watching this, don't worry. And we've now got 3,000, which is pretty much exactly where what I wanted. Oh, if he holds this, this is going to be very impressive, but I don't think he will be. Oh, no, he's going to be holding it. Very good on him. I was a naysayer, and I was proven wrong. I'm totally okay with that. Now, time to go tier 4 here. Just to get a little bit of extra health. And if Ragepire had gone, we would have just popped that wide open. And the good news is we are going to be getting a pretty decent spawn here for us. Yeah, and we're just getting rolled right back. Actually, we're going to be getting great spawn.
I must feast on souls.
Ooh, but he's lost his left barracks. That will be it for the Naga then. Because this is also going to really, really push into their right barracks. So that means that I will probably be sending Kazakh into this way once I get tier 3, because we're about to get a ton of gold from Nagentis and Lady Vash. It won't be enough to get us completely there, but it'll be enough to get us damn close, and we're really keeping it kind of locked in that area. So Nagentis is taking a heck of a beating. One heck of a beating. And then Lady Vash is not going to be far behind. One of the reasons why no damage is coming out is because he just sleeped all of us. Slept? Huh, I don't know. And we're going to have a big push from the Naga, but it'll destroy itself a little bit here. Now the only bummer is I don't have Tichondrius. I won't have Tichondrius up for kind of these pushes, but I'm not super worried. One thing I would like to do is break this. But once again, I don't necessarily want to send a weak special unit, but if that's what we have to do to win, then that's what I'm going to do to win. Because the only problem is if I send him into this, he'll get a ton of experience, but he'll go straight up into the middle. And Naga's already hurting pretty badly, and this push will break him. So I would rather send it this way to a stronger opponent. That way I can really establish myself as the strongest person still left. So what else was I going to do? So I'm going to be waiting here 2750. Yeah, and this is actually no longer that worrisome of a push. Oh, and they're actually pushing out. Excellent. So I'm going to let them push out, which means I'm going to be upgrading here a little bit, probably Advanced Fel Magic Tier 3, because I'm going to let this run its course. Nagentis is here. I'm going to let them push here, and once they land, I'm going to be sending probably Pit Lord, Doom Lord combo. Actually, can I use Ragepire here? Yes, I can. So I'll be sending Ragepire up into the mid. So that means I'm going to need around 4,000 gold to do all of this, but I think that's more than manageable. Especially because we're going to be getting a lot of gold from this push. This is a doomsday push. And especially once we get Anime dead, it's going to be really, really nice. And this is actually really petering out. Yeah, I mean, the Goblins have really, really helped us out in the mid. This is going to be a lot to deal with. Not in a bad way, but still, it's going to require a fair amount of resources. Not as much as this would be. Well, especially considering that the poor Naga has no mana, and I'm still sitting fairly pretty with a lot of mana here. And there's tier 3, wonderful, so now we can cast Animate Dead, which will really help kind of our pushes just in general. Oh, and we're going to get a great spawn here. 3, 2, 1, 0. Kazakh. Do I want to send the Doom Lord as well? I think so, yeah. The Corruption Quorum is just very helpful. And look at that damage. We just absolutely wiped them out. So we're going to be picking up... Time to go real aggro here. Kazakh is already level 3. Time to do... Yeah, and this is... Oh, Snapjaw. I completely forgot Snapjaw was part of the equation. Oh, and he got another tier 2, but that's his last... That's his last bit of gold. Yeah, that was a miscalculation on my part for sure. And who has he fired his ultimate weapon? Probably me. Be surprised if it wasn't me. Yep, there it is. Starting to repair that HP. You're going to be researching the ultimate weapon. And buddy, that means you've got a lot less mana to be playing around with. And I'm just going to repair this right up. It ain't no tang. I would be tempted to fire off at that, but at the same time, emergency repair, I think we're going to need that. Because how much damage did that do? Enough to be concerned. So we're going to be throwing emergency repair. Oh, but that's going to kill it. But now he has no mana. Oh, please tell me he's level 1. Oh, yes, he's level 1. That's gonna go down pretty quick. I had no idea it had that quick of a turnaround. But that's also my own fault for not paying attention. Kazak is level 7, but unfortunately Attack Bot is going ham in the back. And he's still holding, but out of mana. Megtheridon got dropped fast. But I'm going to be holding on to some gold. Yeah, so Griff is pretty much out. And unfortunately, this push was not nearly as effective as I'd hoped.
Research complete.
I'm holding on because I'm gonna need to throw a lot at a lot of things here. Alright, so Kazak is up and ready. I'll probably I'd rather send Kazak mid. And probably Rage Pyre Megtheridon over here. Because Athissa, thank God, has bugged out. And this is going to be a problem now. Luckily, he has no mana, but that doesn't mean he's not researching extra mana. I wish I hadn't picked Emergency Repair, but that's how it is. 5, 4, 3, 2, Kazak, Rage Pyre. Oh, it was a mistake on my part. Let them all come in. Now that they're all in, wipe them all out. Throw Centechondrus out as well. Attack Bot is getting melted right now. And hopefully this will allow us to pull right back up that way. I will also send out Rage Pyre. Start repairing already. We have a nice little push here. Granted, it's not blindingly powerful, but it's powerful nonetheless. And Tychondrius is holding the line here. That's awesome. And where is my Rage Pyre? There he is. So now I've got to start focusing back on upgrades. Another level of Fear Aura would be really, really nice. Zero. Yeah, so we got out of that without much problem, really. Boom. There goes. What else can we get? Let's get another level of... I forgot to get Soul Echo. I'm an idiot.
Shiny
I'm a big old dumbhead. Alright. Ooh. Gazlo getting wrecked. Good lord. Unfortunately, this is going to be a push that I'm going to have a much harder time defending against, just because I don't have really any heroes nearby. If we could just kill Gazlo, that would be really incredibly helpful. And it looks like we're well on our way of doing that. Unfortunately, Magtheridon has died, so my tanking capability has dropped significantly. Stuff. Let's get Nether Skin. Might as well. Upgrades are upgrades at this point. Riff has just been holding on so well for so long. Unfortunately, Kazak is going to go down pretty hard here. And Gazlo's still alive. But the aggro was so good on him for a while. Oh well. He's getting mana back. Enhanced Cursed Stones. We can still throw Kazak out that way. And luckily it looks like we're about to break the Naga here. Which means that I'm going to be providing extra pressure on here, which will be very nice. This is a very ugly push to hold against, so I'm gonna get rid of that. Oh, don't go the wrong way, guys. Is this researching anything? You're out. 0. Okay, so looks like we are going to be able to hold. If I could get Kazak to go this way. I'm going to hold off just because I know Kazak will probably just go this way, which will lose us the game. And I'm not trusting enough in the pathfinding to believe that he will go the right way when we need him to. Get rid of Gazlo. So he's lost his right barracks, that's it. We're sitting with 6,000 gold. I've been wasting that. I'm an idiot. Another skin. Actually, another level of Soul Echo would be much more important at this point in the game. And he did use... Alright, so I need to quickly... Once this is done, I'm going to repair this because I know he's probably eyeing it out. In terms of his ultimate weapon shenanigans. His ultimate weapon nonsense. I'm okay with using that. Yep. Is it coming towards me? It is. And I will lose it, it looks like. Ooh. That was concerning. Let's get another advanced demonic armor. Now we're going to get a nice push going into here. I still think we've got a shot at this. I really do. Especially since it looks like the next time... So that's researching. More nether skin. Shadow dance. Might as well. At this point, I just want research. Here comes the level 20 Tichondrius. We're going to be chewing up the level 25 Lady Bosch. Oh, this is armor. Okay, this is armor. Alright, fine. And we're still against all odds holding this line, which is really, really nice. He has no mana, but he also has no heroes out, so I'm sure he's got gold. There it is, okay. Now his heroes are much weaker than mine, but he also has barracks. Oh, come on, guys. Is this researching anything? Not anymore, you're not? Okay. Oh, actually, if they're both... Oh, come on, Magtheridon. No, Kazak, 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 Kazak. Oh, Kazak. Why would you ever think that was the move? Come on, Tichondrius, you're my only hope. Oh! Yeah, that was just sloppy play on my part. Well, we're going to be getting a huge push up top, so actually, if we can hold on until then... And we do have Ragepire, who's pseudo-ready in the wings, so... And now that they're attacking here, my mid should be able to hold for a little longer. Attack bot level 10, that's fine. Razzle's basically non-existent. We have a few units here who are ready. He doesn't have nearly enough mana to fire off. 2, 1, 0, boom. So that's going to be pretty important up top. To send him out first. Because I would really, really like to not lose my fortress here, and it looks like we're not going to. It'll be close because all the backline doesn't care about aggro. But the Zeppelins are irritating. Okay, good. So we're gonna get enough to tier 2 this. Oh, this is gonna be tough. Oh, this is gonna be tough. The good news is attack bot is down up there. God, I sent all my heroes up there. We just need to hold it for a little longer here, guys. A little longer, and then I'm immediately gonna pop tier 2. This should be holdable. Especially since Magtheridon is back in the building. Amazing timing there. Let's get that Fear Aura back in action. Well, some of them helped out. But we are going to be able to knock back Aslo, and now all of a sudden, the tables have turned. A lot of their heroes have died.
Our town is under siege.
Not dead yet. Alright. I think Ricket's around here. Yeah, so Ricket's there. And he can't send Razzle or the attack bot up against this. Gazlo he can't send, but I don't know how much Gazlo's going to be able to do against this push. Especially with no mana, with no real fortress support. And then Rage Pire's going to be pushing bottom. There's the attack bot again. Tychondrius is level 23. Nice. Magtheridon held the bloody line. That's exactly what we needed. Could probably get some Supreme Curse Stones. Finally try and get another skin again. Another level of Soul Echo. Tychondrius is dead. Kazak is still looking good. Unfortunately, so is Gazlo. We're going to start to be able to push out through here. We're going to immediately send Tychondrius out here. We don't have time to dilly-dally. This push needs to hit. Because also, Kazak will die, but he's also taking up a lot of resources in order to take him down. It also looks like Attack Bomb will be going down this lane, which will give us time to hit, and here comes Gazlo again. Oh, he must have just killed Gazlo. Good news is Rage Fire is going to be causing a little bit of trouble here. You're going to get a little more armor, which is dope.
Research complete.
Guess we just keep doing Supreme Gateways here. Soul Echoes do hurt. Here comes Gazlo, that's fine, because we just lost Doomlord as well. And they're both ready here. There's freaking Rattle Trap. Tychondrius and Magtheridon should be able to push through a fair amount of this, especially since the attack bot is doing his own thing over here. He did double hero me, but I'm not worried about that. I will send Kazak, because I still have the Fire Lord here. More basic portals. Might have been a little too late to send Kazak, but I need to take advantage of his attack bot goofing off on his own.
They will be cleansed by fire.
If we could just melt Gazlo, we're still in this. And we just broke his middle barracks. Excellent. Alright, we're doing pretty well here. just killed Gazlowe. Tichondrius is dead. He's kind of nowhere available right now. Yeah, we're crushing his mid right now. He's had to throw a lot of heroes our way. We do kind of have a time limit because we're not going to be able to deal with this very easily. We just don't really have the resources available anymore. More nether skin. Another level of Shadow Dance. Rage Pyre's going back in the mid. Razzle has no mana. But he will go down, and then once he goes down, Kazak will be able to run havoc. Really run amok in his base. And his special unit's way over there, so that's awesome. Yeah, and our AoE specialization is really coming to help us out here. Now we're going to start to be able to destroy his turrets, which is awesome. We've got a decent little push coming up this way. We're still pumping out units. Shadow Dance and that is coming in, that's fine. Oh, come on, we gotta break through them quicker here, guys. Our time limit's coming up here pretty soon. We do have a tier 2. Will definitely be able to help. And now we're starting to... Okay, great. So we destroyed that turret. Kazak is still in the back, still dealing huge damage to Razzle. Oh, if we could just destroy this bottom barracks, that would be all we need. These are still looking relatively healthy. I've got Magtheridon and Tichondrius on deck. So actually, this should be pretty easy to deal with. I think we're on the verge of winning here. Yeah, Rage Pyre just went down, that's fine. Good, and we've cut this off, which is nice. Oop. Cannot play around here. Summon it for tier 2, and I can also go for magic runes soon. So I'd rather start with Tichondrius. Okay, so that was dealt with. Kazak has only just now fallen, so that's allowed me to get a little more pressure out on that lane. I don't want to send Kazak out that way. I'd rather send Kazak when we start getting pushed here. Because Tichondrius should be able to deal with attack bot, at the very least really calm everything down. And now they're getting attacked from the bottom, which is exactly what I want. And attack bot is still not up yet. Where's it going? just lost access to a bunch more heroes, but we're not dead yet. Time to poke the bear just a little bit here. So Tichondrus has fallen, but we're gonna get enough here to neutralize this. The aggro's just been so off here. We still have Megtheridon waiting in the wings here. Now, if he wants to beat me, I'm gonna make him work. And if I had that ultimate weapon, we would have won right now pretty easily. But I'm not a huge fan of like the aggressive ultimate weapons, but they are part of the game and they are a legitimate strategy.
Our town is under siege. Our town is under siege.
Excellent, okay. So attack bot's down, but that means he'll probably be throwing it out somewhere here.
Hurry, I got things to blow up.
Yep, there it is. Well, the only regret I would have to say that I have of this game in particular is not throwing out, is not picking the aggro ultimate weapon. But other than that, I'm pretty content with how this went.
Your life.
But I think also because this game has been an hour and a half, I will end it. Because we can't win this at this point anymore. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching this episode of Sergeant Neutral Plays Survival Chaos. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you guys have an amazing weekend. I will be recording over the weekend, so look out for those videos. And if you like what you saw, please like, comment, and subscribe. And this is Sergeant Neutral, signing out.